In a recent interview with attorney-at-law and human rights activist Mary Francis, she bemoaned the perceived quickness of the settlement of the publicly charged Land Rover case via court-ordered mediation. Francis alleges that the same haste is not accorded the common man, citing her current involvement in a legal matter regarding a citizen who was allegedly shot by authorities sometime in March 2021 for the non-compliance of curfew regulations.
When the citizens are actually arrested by the police and they are manhandled and sometimes shot, especially in this COVID era when you have the whole question of ticketing persons and so forth. Yes, you have a pandemic, but to think that right now I'm dealing with a case where the young man was actually shot, allegedly breaking a curfew. Now, when we present sometimes those cases to the state attorney general and say, let us come to mediation, let us settle, and so forth. And this young man has been charged criminally, apart from the breaking the curfew, and to present, okay, we want a mediation, we want a settlement, we want to withdraw from the charges. We don't get the same behavior, the same approach by the state saying let us withdraw against the citizen because his fundamental rights have been violated.
Francis, who applauds the current government's change in policy, which treats protocol compliance as a public health matter rather than criminalizing ordinary citizens, believes more can be done.
I'm very happy at the same time to see that the Labour Party government has removed decriminalized the whole question of breach of the protocols and have made it a ticketable offense, because that is very important. Where you have persons' fundamental civil rights are actually abridged by the state, never mind because it's a pandemic, you have persons that have been penalized criminally, have to put money in their pockets to go before the court, and sometimes the discretion exercise is wrongly exercised. Certainly there's a level of discretion which the police can use in actually saying, well, okay, maybe you have offended, you have breached and so forth, but to go as far as excessive force of shooting a man who now has to fend for himself before the courts. I think the government has to look at those cases too and see how they also can dismiss or cause a settlement.
The veteran human rights activist called for matters involving COVID-19 breaches and other cases regarding the common man before the courts to be expedited.
If they can call settlement for politicians, they can call settlement for the citizens whose rights are breached by the state through the police officers also. Equality before the law.
The lawyer did not provide intimate details into the ongoing legal matter involving her client, who was shot by police, allegedly for breaking protocols. Solange Alfred, HCS News Force.